Hello students, in this video we are going to study about sources of events. So in a previous video we have seen we have a set of event classes and the methods in those event classes we have studied. So in this video we will be studying about sources of events. So which all sources will generate the events. So here we have a list of some of the user interface components that can generate the events. So here we see the list. First one is a button. So button is a source which will generate the action event. This will generate the action event when the button is pressed. Suppose if user is using any button in their window based application, so if the user starts interacting with the application just by clicking the button or by pressing on the button, that time the action event will be generated. So next one, checkbox. So generates the item event when a checkbox is selected or deselected. So if user is using the checkbox in their web application, and if the user selects or deselects the checkbox, that time the item event is generated. Next one is choice. So this generates an item event when the choices is changed. So even the radio button, if we take the example of a radio button will generate the three types of events, that is action event, item event and choice, because there are multiple options are being given, and among those multiple options we need to choose any one single option, or if we are using the checkbox we will be choosing multiple choices. Okay, in that time the choice event is generated, the item event is generated. Next one is list. So generates action events when an item is double clicked. Generates item events when an item is selected or deselected. So here action event is generated when we are double clicking on any particular item. For example, let's consider we have a list of items, and among that list of items we will be selecting any one item by double tapping on that. So in that situation the action event is generated. Next one is menu item. Generates action events when a menu item is selected. So this menu item event is generated whenever the items are selected from the menu. The item events when a checkable menu item is selected or deselected. Generates an item event when checkable menu item is selected or deselected. Next one is scroll bar. This generates the adjustment events when the scroll bar is manipulated. Suppose I have given you the example. So in our in this particular page also you can see scroll bar is there. Otherwise I will show you the example of web page. Can you see this? This is a web page. So scroll bar is there. So when we scroll this bar, the web page will scroll. It will go up and down. So that time the adjustment event will be generated. Next one is text components. Generates the text events when the user enters the character. So whenever user enters the characters into a checkbox, text box, that time the text event is generated. Next, window. Generates window events when a window is activated, closed, deactivated, de-iconified, iconified, opened or quit. So whenever we are closing the window, we are focusing the window, we open the window, we close the window, we exit from the window. That time different window based events will be generated. So these are the sources of events. Next we will be seeing event listener interfaces. So as we have seen, the delegation event model has two parts. One is a source and another one is a listener. Here source is an object which generates the event. Source is an object which generates the event, and we have a listeners. So these listeners are notified when the source will generate that event. So now let's understand what are the event listeners and their interfaces. Listeners are created by implementing one or more of the interfaces defined by the java.awt.event package. So in a Java we have a package by the name java.aw.event package. So in this package there are interfaces which implement, there are interfaces which defines, and using these interfaces listeners are created. When an event occurs, the event source invokes the appropriate method defined by the listener and provides an event object as its argument. When an event occurs, the event sources invokes the appropriate method defined by the listener and provides an event object as its argument. So here these listener interfaces have the methods. In that we have a methods defined, and whenever the event occurs, the object of that event will invoke the method which is been defined in a listener interface. Okay, that object is passed as an argument to the listener interface. Okay, we have some of the interfaces here. We will see one by one. Before that, we will see the list of interfaces and their usage. First one is action listener. So action listener defines one method to receive action event. So in this listener interface, action listener interface, there is only one method defined. So the name of that method is action performed. Okay, so this method is designed to receive action events. This method is used to handle the action events. Next one is what? Adjustment listener. So it defines one method to receive adjustment events. So adjustment event is generated whenever we move the mouse that time. Next, component listener defines four methods. In this component listener we have four different types of a method. So these methods are used to recognize when the component is hidden, if component is moved or resized or shown. That time the methods which are defined in this respective classes will be invoked. Next one is focus listener. This defines two methods to recognize when the component gains or loses the keyboard focus. So I have given you the example. Whenever user is interacting with the application, that time if he is using the keyboard, he will be moving up and down, he will be moving right to left, left to right. So that time the adjustment event will be generated. Next one is container listeners. Defines two methods to recognize when the component is added or removed from the container. So container event is container listener defines two methods. So these methods are identified or recognized when the component is added to any container or it is been removed from any container. Next one is focus listening. It defines two methods to recognize when component gains or loses the keyboard focus. Defines two methods to recognize when the component gains or loses the keyboard focus. Next one is item listener. Defines one method to recognize when the state of the item changes. Just remember this, when a state of item changes. Defines one method to recognize when the state of an item changes. Next one is, so here every items will be having two states, right? Selected or deselected. So whenever the state will be changed from selected to unselected or unselected to selected, that time the event item selector event is generated, item event is generated, and item listener interface can be used because it provides one method to recognize this state change. Next, key listener. Defines three methods to recognize when the key is pressed, released and typed. Next one is mouse listener. It defines 5 methods to recognize when the mouse clicked, enters a component, exits a component, is pressed or is released. So mouse listeners defines 5 methods. These are the 5 methods. Next is mouse motion listener. It defines 2 methods to recognize when the mouse is dragged or moved. So in this interface we have methods to recognize when the mouse will be dragged and when the mouse will be moved. Next we have mouse wheel listener. Defines one method to recognize when the mouse wheel is moved. Whenever the mouse wheel is moved, the mouse wheel event is generated. To handle that, we have a method which has been defined inside mouse wheel listener. Next we have text listener. It defines one method to recognize when a text value changes. Next one is window focused listener. It defines 2 methods to recognize when the window gains or loses the input. So window listeners defines several methods to recognize when the window is activated, closed, deactivated, de-iconified, iconified, opened or quit. So these are some list of the interfaces. In next class we will see, or in next video we will study about this one by one.